morning, StarGamer26 here, and I am back with a brand new episode of AutoCraft. Yes, we are back. If you saw last week's episode, you know that I finally got my revenge on Bear for pranking me so much, and I was able to prank her back. Her point of view is out, so make sure to check that out. There is a link in last week's episode. But this week is gonna be a little bit different. I do have plans for this episode, but the plans are reminiscing because today is the final episode of AutoCraft. Yeah, after a year-long journey, we're finally done with season 5. It's kind of a bittersweet moment. So this was my first season on AutoCraft, and I'm really excited that I was able to be part of this, and I can't believe it's already done. So today we're going to be reminiscing on my personal stuff that I built, not doing a full tour of the server, but I'm going to tour the stuff that I built and kind of reminiscing with that, with my memories. So obviously I'm starting here because if you saw the very first episode, as I was flying across Azure, I ended up having my elytra break on me and I kind of plummeted to the ground and landed on this server, on this lovely sandy beach here. Not exactly this point, but that's kind of blocked off right now. And yeah, this was spawn. This was just sand and pine, well, not pine, spruce trees in the background, and now it's our shopping district. And behind me is my very first ever shop that I built, which was a slime farm, or not slime farm, a slime shop. I did build a slime farm, but we'll look at that later. But I built up a slime shop because that was kind of an essential that we all needed at the beginning, and I kind of took on that task because I have a habit of finding slime chunks where I decide to build. And so that was my very first shop. Of course, over the season, I added to it. We now have a merchant. We have some kids playing outside nearby. We have some towels, so people can lay down. And then from there, I went to my other shops, and I'm not going to go in order because then we would have to fly all the way over there. But coming over here, we have my next shop, which happens to be another shop that I love to always, not the build itself, but like to run, is the Amethyst Shop, where I sold a bunch of different clusters and everything. Well, not just clusters, but blocks, the shards, all that fun stuff. And of course, another one of my Axolotl merchants is pushing the cart along, selling out these amethyst, and, having a grand old time. And then if we fly all the way over here, this was my second shop, actually, and it was my Axolotl Shop, which started the cart idea because I kind of wanted to go based off of those ice cream carts you would find on, like, the boardwalks or amusement parks and such. And I went with the ice cream because if you think about it, each axolotl can be considered a different flavor of like ice cream or snow cone. Unfortunately, I never did get the elusive blue axolotl, which I'm very sad for, but who knows, maybe in a future season I can get it and finally achieve finding a blue axolotl. I have yet to find one ever, or breed at one. So yeah, even though thinking about it, having the axolotls as my merchants is a little weird when I put axolotls as the decor. I'll admit I did that before I came up with the merchant idea, so it's a little morbid, but that's okay. And then from here, from the shopping district, we have over here, it's opened up a lot. We have other people's shops. I never did get to play the board game over here, but we have this lovely, lovely bridge that was wonderfully made. I don't remember exactly who made it, if it was Rosie or Maranther, or I don't exactly remember. But we come over here to kind of my island. We have more of the shopping district, obviously, right here, but this was my path, and we enter what I call the Chocobo Forest because we have so many chickens, and I happen to like Final Fantasy IV, so decided to name it Chocobo Forest after all the chickens. And then we come right here to Rosie's prank that she did for me, and I had all the different gifts, and it was fun. We moved it off the shopping district section and moved it over here. So that was a lot of fun and had me follow the path, which again was fun. So then we follow it and all the way through, the random chickens leaving their eggs everywhere. And we come over to where I lived. And And you guys remember we used to have the pillagers right there. Unfortunately, they died. Don't know how, but they did. I also had the lovely path down to where... Why am I hearing noises? That's right. I had the path all the way down where I have my slime farm, but I filled that up, moved the cows that I had in a hole into their own little barn. They have their own little barn now, and then I have my little pond, which, look at my little You had to poop an egg, didn't you? My axolotls are swimming around or just chilling, you know, all my little axolotls as pets. And of course, we finish up on the path and come right up to here where, if you guys saw in the last episode, Bear ended up moving Rust Heart over here. And of course, you know, we have our second blue. We had Bluester before, but we now have blue. And we have also, you know, my lovely crops. I had my bone meal farm over there, but all my crops, my starter crops, my bamboo. We have, unfortunately, Bluester did pass, so Bluester's been buried here. That was at my hand because I had a stupid wandering trader show up. And then, of course, we have our lovely little campfire. The chickens that like to... I never noticed that. That's funny. The lovely chickens that always get stuck on the boats and such, of course. And after working on this, and you know, now my tree house that I built, we'll go inside and look at it soon. Of course, Bear, we'll show that off. But my lovely tree house, which I was so very proud of. And even though the canopy isn't as fluffy as I wanted it to, it looks so good, especially now that there's particles floating down. I love that. It feels immersive. And then, of course, you know, I wanted to be able to cross over and meet up with people easier. So we built up the bridge, the lovely bridge that Bear was kind enough to add some decor to, you know, the drown, because I call this the Drown River and the Drown Bridge, because if you guys remember, I ended up dying a lot and getting attacked by drowns so many times. But yeah, we got this lovely bridge. I worked really hard on it. Really proud of this bridge. And I love the additions that Bear added to it. And of course, you know, after here, we gotta go inside. Will you shush up? We gotta go inside. And yeah, this is where our doggo used to be, but unfortunately now we have a bear spot. I might add something there before we end. We'll see. But if we come up here... yes, I took my bed for reasons, but yeah, we have the inside of my house, you know, where, you see Bear breaking in, you know, coming to say hi. Got my bed so I can sleep. And then we had a bonus bed as well for guests. You come down here. This is where the sign from one of the pranks was. And of course, you know, all my wood are sorted out here. My miscellaneous stuff. Got the wood, got the plants related stuff, got stuff that's dropped by mobs, my weaponry, we got redstone related stuff, food, you know, my different things that I need up here. Then we come down here to the basement and we got this set up. This was in the last stream, but yeah, this is where I'm gonna lay my stuff after we finish this tour. And so if you guys would like to have my armor and stuff at the end when the world download happens, it will all be here in each barrel. This is the armor that I wore when we went to the Deep Dark and took on the Warden, and then my actual armor and everything will be over here. But this is my storage unit. We had my lovely cocoa beans here. The cake floor, which I'm going to eat some more, so you get less cake, huh? We have my enchanting area, of course, you know, this was always nice. Didn't come here much afterwards, but still had it. And of course, we have over here the brewing stand, you know, or the brewing section where I can get all my supplies if I wanted to make up some potions. You know, I can watch the axolotls finally swim around. They're no longer in the corner. Made sure to fix that. All my different, well, that's a bad example. All my different materials are put in here, and my potions, and, you know, growing my nether wart. And then, of course, I made a honey vader based off of Exuma's honey vader all the way down to where my sugarcane was, because I built up the pond. Of course, my original spot for the axolotls down here. There's still a bunch of axolotls in those chests, so feel free to grab one if you do visit the area when the world download happens. And then, of course, my big project that I did at the beginning of the season was my lovely slime farm, which I'm going to have to make sure is working before the world download happens, but it does like to break. We won't go in there, but I'll do the cheaty cam. But as you can see, you know, this is a couple layers high. And got my iron golems. I meant to add more, but I decided against it at the time. So, but my lovely slime farm, you know, see, working its job right there. Lovely, lovely. And then from here, I added on the cactus farm over here. And we have, of course, coming down here. Will you go down, please? Thank you. Is one of my amethyst geodes. I won't go down to the second one, but we got my amethyst geode right here, you know, ripe for the picking. So that's always fun. And yeah, I did a lot of like very simple farms. I think I'm gonna, if I do the slime farm again, I definitely need to double check like what I did wrong with the redstone part, because I don't know if it's because it's on a chunk border or if it just got unloaded or what, but yeah, it just kept breaking. So let's head back upstairs because we got more places to go. And I'm going to eat. All right, so after having that little snack, oh, hi. Yeah, the axolotls like to do that. It's very typical to see an axolotl, you know, at the end of the season, riding my, the honey vader that I made. So anyway, we're gonna head off now to the next section. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, I didn't realize you were in my base.
No. This is my base, see? Because you were working on Morty for so long, I thought I would just, you know, I would just claim it. Because it's basically free real estate, right?
Well, after today, it probably will be.
Well, yeah, but you know, it was mine in the first place. Well, technically, no, it was yours in the first place, but then it was mine in the second place.
I don't remember ever signing this over to you.
There might have been a teeny tiny bit of forgery, but you know, I've got the document somewhere that says this base is my base.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Yeah.
You gonna throw it so I can see?
No.
Well, then how am I supposed to know that this is true? This could. Oh no! Of course. If I give you my base, you'll never talk about this, right? It won't go in any videos or anything.
No. No bases at all. No videos at all.
Okay.
Right, cool. Yeah, so sources, trust me, bro.
Right. That goes far. That goes so far.
I'm a very faithful bear. There's nothing wrong about me. I am very honest. I'm not sneaky or snaky. You know me, if I'm gonna prank you, I'm out front and open about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not streaming, so you can't tell me, prank me now.
No, I know, exactly. It's great, isn't it?
But can I see that paper?
No.
But why not? It's right there.
No.
Yeah. I just want to see the paper.
No. It's so good. It's just paper.
Oh, well, let me... So it's just paper. It has nothing to do with a deed or a contract.
It's a legally binding paper, you know?
Uh-huh. Can I see? I need to make sure I crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's.
Well, there's only one T and I crossed it for you.
But I might have an I. You know, I might have a middle name here that you don't know about.
Yeah, what would it be?
The?
Hot the Gamer. There's no I in the.
Not how you spell it.
Well, how do you spell it then?
T-H-I.
Like Tai Chi?
Would it be Tai Chi? I don't know.
That's like closer to the, so Hot the Gamer.
Yes, exactly.
Nah.
Yes.
No, it's fine. Dude. Just
Wait.
don't worry about it, man.
Wait, what? Hold up! Hold up!
No.
I can't mind! Why can't I mind? No! Let me through!
Where
did this come from? It's so bright. It's
Yeah,
cheerful.
it's very bright. This is just the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, you're coming to the end of the season, and it's symbolic, you know, and about how when you get towards the end of one life, you see the bright light at the very end of the tunnel that you might be entering.
Am I dying? Is that what's actually happening? Am I dying?
No.
So where does it go?
But basically I'm a god, and we both know that at this point. But like,
oh no, when did that happen? So where's this go?
you wanna have a look?
Sure.
Okay, just remember how we're good friends and how I'm a god and how I haven't like killed you yet.
Yet is the key word here.
Yeah, yet.
Oh. Oh, we could have had a secret tunnel.
We could have had a secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Right at the end of the season, secret tunnel.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be a secret tunnel
Well,
at the beginning of the season.
It's been here from the very end of the season. I might have built this a very long time ago.
You would have annoyed me more if you did.
Do you not think I've annoyed you enough?
No.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'll do better next time.
You know, I should get going. Goodbye.
Yeah. Okay, goodbye.
Well then. Oh my god, you're actually following me. Well, now that I found out I have a secret tunnel in my base, that's new. We're gonna continue on with the tour. So if we actually go through the portal, we're here in the Nether. You know, fancy Nether portal. You know, oh so fancy. But what I wanted to check out is around October, of course, you know, was October's Halloween, and of course I had to build in the Halloween district and build up my own little section. So, you know, you arrive at the Halloween district. I have not been here since October. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. And you come through here, and what do you know? You got my build right here. The lovely pumpkin. Look at him. Look at him. All right, we're going to go a little cheaty cam so we can see him, but look at him. I miss this guy. I had a lot of fun with this. I had help with the maze, making sure it was doable, but also confused people because we can't have it too easy, but we don't want it too hard, obviously. So, you know, you got the maze with the secrets, the little tiny secrets around and different spots. And yep, I don't know my own maze. This is great. It's been a long time since I've been in here. Yeah. Okay. Well, gotta do this right, though. You know, gotta do it properly. Gotta go through the whole thing. And I'm probably just gonna cut to where I get to the end. Because otherwise, how am I gonna get to the end of the thing? Okay, maybe I actually found it. And... yep. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, this was nice. And I had coupons, you know, to get a free axolotl, which a couple people did use. And they did shut the door. You know, you come out the door and you finish the maze and you moved on to the next part. I like this. This was such a nice thing. I don't know if I'm going to do a maze again if we do another Halloween district, but it was fun. I was able to pull off a maze, and you could say it was amazing. So now I'm going to fly back to the portal, and we're going to head off to the next section. And of course, the next section was the one... there's a gas. As long as you stay down there, we're okay. Was the Christmas district. And if you guys remember, during Christmas time, we had a crossover with the Dragonfell. I unfortunately wasn't able to be part of the second part of it, but I was able to be part of the first half. And, you know, we had our own Secret Santa. I had Rosie, and, you know, I gave her the giant panda. There was that. I love all the builds everybody did. And we did, like, there was the, there's a polar bear right there. You know, the train station. If I remember correctly, this was the escape room or escape house. You got the giant snow globe as well right by here. Got a little squid head. That's awesome. Yeah, by the mighty oak over here. Got the snow globe. And then, of course, right over here was my lovely section where I built up the house, and my friend from Dragonfell, Corrupted Tree, built up a tree and kind of added a nice little wall around and added more snow. And, you know, it's been a while since I've been here, but look at that, you know, got the lovely little section. You got your cookies, so it's for the holidays. And why is there a head? Why is there a head here? Oh, that's kind of... What? I haven't been here in a while, and why is there a head? Was this Corrupted Tree's head? But, you know, we got presents down here. You got the... I had to get the resin and add it as, you know, decor for lights. We got all, like, a bunch of cookies, you know, the stockings hung by the chimney. Got myself and got my partner heads there, so it's our stockings and a beautiful painting, and, you know, cookie for Santa whenever he decides to visit. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun during the holiday, the Christmas time, and, you know, we had the Christmas stream weekend. That was a lot of fun. It was fun doing a crossover. I got to meet some new people, which was always great. Got to meet up with a new SMP. We did have our friend Sherp go over to Dragonfell. He ended up joining over there. So yeah, and now we fly back all the way here, and of course, next on our tour is one of the builds most recent builds, the one that I spent a lot of time working on and planning, and one that I'm proud of all my builds, but the one that I was really proud of is all the way over here. The tower to hold the portal. No, that's not that's not the one I'm proud of. But I am still proud of this. But, you know, so if people come and visit, they have a place that they can stay and not get hit by drowner mobs. You know, and if you guys don't remember, as I said, this is supposed to be based off of the castle, you know, you would see in a chess game. So yeah, I'm pretty proud. It's a nice tall tower, and it goes all the way to the top. So if you wanted to get some flight advantage and such. If you don't have wings, you can get a boat. And if we fly across the lovely... Oh, okay. Come on. Fly across the lovely ocean over the beautiful coral. We head to I guess you could say my masterpiece for the season. Morty, the turtle. And I hit him, of course. But we have Morty, the sea turtle base. And this one I worked really hard on. It took a while for me to get this one done and gather the supplies, you know, having to have get deals with the Prismarine, and, you know, having the Christmas gift of getting the brain does not want to function. Getting the Christmas gift, you know, getting the all the wool that I did. That was awesome. And, you know, trying to organize whatever I had over here. It's not fully filled up. That's the one thing that I'm sad about. Like, I didn't get to fill this place up, but I guess you guys can. If you want to put anything in here, you can. And hopefully next season, when I decide to do a big base again, I can actually have interior and stuff for it. Because, I mean, we did add the other axolotl area so that I could breed my axolotls from over here. You know, still never got the blue one, but it's okay. Had a lot of the axolotls over here, and look at them, they're so cute. To kind of give a little bit of life into Morty. But yeah, I'm really proud of how everything went this season. I think the only thing I didn't get to do was a game in the gaming district, but that's okay. I can do that in the next season. I'm gonna catch some sleep. But yeah, that's the only thing I didn't really get done this season, but that's okay. Gives me more time to plan out for next season. But we're gonna head back so I can kind of wrap this tour up. I can't believe it. A lot has happened in this year, and I just can't believe it. So I'll meet you back at the starter base. All right, so we are back at my base, and of course, I would like to drop off all my stuff here for you guys so you guys can collect it. So I'm gonna drop off almost everything. I'm gonna leave you my pickaxe, my sword, or my axe, you know, my sword, my pickaxe. There we go. Gotta leave my diamonds. I'm not gonna need that. I'll put the ender chest in here. We got, let's see, a scoop that I found. We got my shovel, a bucket, you know, my bow that has no arrows as well, and my rockets, as well as we gotta empty out everything in here as well, of course. So this belongs over there, so does the food, but extra rockets go here. The sticks, the cookie, oh yes, the bill that I had for the prismarine, and extra carrots. I'm gonna put those away. My torches, nearly everything, but I would like to keep this just for now. But we'll take off my armor, you know, put the wings away, and then of course, you know, put the helmet on because I'm silly like that. Gotta, you know, put my armor away. Look at that. Oh, I should definitely put the sword. Oh, wrong. There we go. Put the sword in, you know, looking nice, looking clean. I think I'm gonna switch the hand. There we go. Because there's one more thing I want to do before we end this episode. Almost said stream. This is not a stream. Before we end this episode, first of all, I think I need to sleep. Maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna sleep. I think the sun's close. And I'm gonna sleep, and we will do one last thing. You might be able to figure out what I'm gonna be doing from what I showed in my inventory, but yeah, I'm gonna sleep, and yeah. All right, so one sleep later, and of course I hurt myself, you know, jumping out of that tree. But I wanted to do one more thing, and I have not done this at all. But I'm an AutoCrafter, so, you know, we got our crafter. And I gotta put in the right equipment, you know? Gotta put in the correct stuff, the buttons, because... Yeah, right there, perfect. Make myself a button, because... You know, you gotta do the right thing, and... I had to get... HeartGamer gets the achievement, Crafters Crafting Crafters. I thought that would just be a good way to end the season. And yeah, I can officially say I have made a crafter that made a crafter, or crafted a crafter from a crafter while I'm a crafter. that was too many crafters in the sentence. But yeah, that was pretty much what I wanted to do as a finale, and there you go. So one more thing, put away that. I'll give you guys the rest of that, and you get both crafters, you know, obviously, and a button, and yeah, I think that's gonna be about it. So I can't believe it. Season 5 is already done. I really do hope you guys had enjoyed this episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, wrong way. I do not like going that way. Let's get this right. Okay, there we go. It wouldn't be a hard episode if I didn't mess things up, but yeah. But yeah, I'm really happy that I was able to be part of Season 5 for AutoCraft. I will be back with Season 6 when that starts up, so make sure to check that out. We will be opening up applications, and I will be sharing that on Blue Sky and Twitter and my Discord, hopefully. And it will also be in the AutoCraft Discord, so make sure to check that out. A link will be in the description down below. But yeah, it's bittersweet. This is my first year on AutoCraft, and it's done. And my first year finishing SMP. So yeah, I don't know if there'll be anything after I say goodbye, because a little behind the scenes, this is right before the stream weekend, and depending if anything happens during the stream weekend, like something really fun, or maybe like when we're all signing off for the last time, I might add it at the end. But if I don't, I just want to say I hope you guys enjoyed. June's gonna be interesting until like the next season, June for sure, but the next season, the next little bit is going to be interesting, what I'm going to do for content. I still got one more surprise dealing with AutoCraft before I'm fully done with it, so make sure to check that out when that gets uploaded. And yeah, just make sure you guys are following me on all my different platforms. I still will be streaming. I don't know if I'll be streaming Wednesdays because that is AutoCraft Day, or if I'll be doing something else, but make sure keep an eye out for that. And I guess with that, for the last time on season 5 of AutoCraft, I hope you guys have a good one. And until next time, Artlings, goodbye. I just broke my thing. Well, that just fits it. Anyway, goodbye.
30 minutes, the server's up. All right.
Off.
Put in,
Just realized why
in your
I
buys?
had a lot.
and then I will go ahead and tell me when.
Stop.
Interactions with brewing stand.
Oh my god.
And we're going with
High or low?
highest. Who's been brewing? If only
I'm
Dune was
out.
here.
I know.
Ooh. Ooh. All right. What, Heartsarn?
Yeah, I fold.
All right. Okay.
Interactions. Brewing stand. Highest or lowest?
Highest.
I'm gonna pass.
All right. Rosie?
I'll go raise up to 6.
I will call.
I will call as well.
Gio?
Change my mind. I will call.
Fire?
Sure.
Anyone want to raise? Anyone want to raise any higher?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, I just realized I didn't need that. 1. All right. Gio,
You're not gonna rate?
Oh wait, am I?
are you raising? Are you coming up to 7 or? Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I was reading something.
All right. Did someone walk in?
Yes.
Oh, Rusty. Hi.
Hi, Rusty.
Hi, Rusty.
Hello, just here for a little thingy. There you go.
Wait, what?
Is it blue?
Oh my god, it's the blue axolotl!
Yay!
Holy
At the
Wow.
last minute.
Oh yeah.
Wow!
Well, now you have to
Right
prove
at
it. You
the
gotta place it
finish
down.
line.
Uh,
Holy crap!
I need
Here.
a spot. Okay, I just didn't
Where
want to.
did Rusty even get that?
Oh, look
That's
at
blue.
him. He's baby.
Wow!
Oh.
What are the chances of that?
Oh, Rusty,
now you should
thank
just
you.
name him because he's tiny.
That's amazing.
What? I need to
Excellent.
figure out a name. I'll have to figure out a name.
So the 5 of us, starting with Rosie, have to. So everything
Interactions with brewing stand.
Yep.
51.
All right.
Silver?
I was 100% bluffing. I got 6.
Who's next?
I was hoping,
Gio.
but I got 8.
All right. Gio?
390.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I
Wow.
was not
Honestly,
gonna-
I
just
thought that
wanted-
was low. I genuinely
Oh.
thought that would be low.
Fire.
Goodness.
I was at 106.
All right.
I was at 104.
Shoot.
So.
That's not a stack of diamonds. I think it's that.
That's so rough.
Oh, thank you.
All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Next one. I am started.
Stop.
Ooh, interesting. All right, let me see if we're going with the highest lowest before I announce this one.
Ooh.
We are going for we're going for the lowest. All right, we're going for the
Okay.
lowest of cake slices eaten.
Oh, come on!
Oh,
All right,
that's tough. I
all
feel like
right.
everybody should be in
All
on
right.
this one.
All right.
I don't. Where do I find that?
That is in general. It is a general stat. It's up at the top.
I think Marantha goes first on this one, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna raise by 10.
Ooh, we're going for the lowest.
Okay,
I know.
plus.
Which means she hasn't eaten any.
Potentially.
Oh,
I'm going for lowest. Gio?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right. Oh, Calvin's with her.
I'm
Anki?
out.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
Ooh. Ah. See, this is hard. I don't know.
Take the risk.
I'm out. No, I can't. I'm out.
It's not like you don't have the diamonds to take the
okay.
risk.
Is anybody doing a side wager?
I'm not.
Nope.
Anyone else want to raise?
I'll raise
Think
by
they-
2.
Okay.
Done. Also.
All right.
Okay, does anybody want to bet that the 4 of us are tied? Because I think
kinda
Anki
willing
and I
to
are tied.
I'm gonna wager that.
Calvin,
either-
are you
either
going up to
Marantha
14?
has none
What do you have?
whatsoever, or we're all
It's increasing.
like 1 or 2.
It's just going up
Yeah.
to 14. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Kaminka, we all say we all have 0, right?
Yeah, I have 0.
Dang it. I have 16.
Okay.
Oh.
So Anki, do you have 0?
So close.
I have 2.
Oh,
so
so
just
Calvin and I
even.
split it.
32, 32.
Oh, I thought we were all bragging because we all had 0.
Yeah, when Anki was like, yeah, you can't see it because you haven't eaten any, I was like, yes, this is
You couldn't have made
time.
that the highest one?
That was too high.
Have you guys not seen my starter base? Couldn't you have made that the highest?
Oh wait, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Wait. How much cake has Heart eaten?
78.
Oh my
Oh, okay.
god. I thought
And
the
I still
13
have-
I had was high.
I still have more
I had
cake
3.
left.
Did you get
That's
cake?
so much cake.
For my birthday, Bear put cake in my base for my birthday as a prank.
But it's just for me tuning my storage system. But I don't think it was 300,000. But hey, I don't care. I just want diamonds. So.
All right.
I feel like we
Alright.
should have put.
There he is! There he is!
I made it.
Oh,
How
okay.
did I meet everybody coming here?
Yes.
Oh, Jeremy. Jeremy's here.
Oh, wait, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Oh.
Going to the void.
I just want to say thank you guys so much for playing with me. It has been such a lovely season, and I'm gonna miss those of you who are going to be leaving. I'm excited to share another season with those who are going to be staying, but most of all, I love every single one of you.
Aww.
And that is-
We love you too.
We love you too.
Lazy, get over here quickly.
Oh my gosh!
1 minute.
Like-
here.
I thought we were
30
setting the
seconds.
server down till tomorrow.
No,
No,
we're
it's now.
It's now.
It's at the end of stream.
I have diamonds.
He grabbed him.
I hope you
Well, I
makes
mean,
it.
technically, all the
I
diamonds I
have-
had were mine anyway.
We should sing a song. What's a good song to end?
Cheese is Gouda.
This is absolutely lovely
This
time
one.
for Creek to go to
Yeah.
ads.
Oh, no! There he is!
Subscribe.
No!
Yeah.
Oh,
Bye.
Lazy's here.
Yay!